Aside me and my husband, nobody actually knows this because this time when we were trying, we decided not to let anyone know. Yeah, this time I had planned that when I get pregnant, we're not going to tell anybody. Like, we'll not tell anybody till at least 5 months. That was the goal. Yeah, and I was so optimistic. I was so motivated. Like, it it has never happened to me before that I've tried to get pregnant and I didn't get pregnant. That's never happened before. So this is the first time in my life that I have actually tried to get pregnant and I didn't get pregnant. And I really thought, because this has never happened before. So I had even started taking the prenatal vitamins. I had started acting pregnant, eating right and all that because I knew it was a sure deal. And um yeah, and I had soaked myself in sermons. I was reading a lot of Christian books. I had watched so many YouTube videos of women who successfully gave birth despite them having fibroids. I just watched all those YouTube videos to just encourage me, and give me hope that my story can also be like that. Because I've seen videos of women who said their fibroids were 18 centimeters, 20 centimeters, 10 centimeters, multiple fibroids, and it still worked for them, And I have been able to get pregnant with fibroids before. So I was just like, this is just going to be another pregnancy which will end successfully though, because I haven't had a successful pregnancy yet. Yeah, so yeah, I was so prepared for this. Yes, and as I said, I was determined not to tell anybody. I wouldn't have even started going to the hospital. I had planned that maybe at 9 weeks or something, I'll go and get a scan done just to confirm heartbeat and location of my baby, and then that would have been it. Nobody would have seen me again at the hospital till I'm like 5 months or something, because being pregnant with multiple fibroids, some of them being huge, it's really no joke when it comes to you visiting the hospital, because they'll make you feel so bad. Like, oh, so you didn't know you had fibroids? And why didn't you remove them before conceiving? I don't think this pregnancy is going to make it. These are the risks you'll be facing. Yes, and you're bleeding because of the pregnancy, the fibroids, and blah blah blah. And this was just something that I was not ready to go through that again. That's why I was just like, oh, I'll get pregnant again, and then I'll just keep to myself and and pray and my babies. So, and you know, those symptoms one has before the period starts, sometimes they are very similar to pregnancy symptoms. That's what I have noticed about me after I first got pregnant. I noticed that how I feel shortly before my period and how I feel shortly before confirming I am pregnant is kind of similar. So yeah, I had all these things, the cravings. Okay, nothing huge, like nothing, no huge cravings, but like, you know, just feeling more hungry than usual. And then, this heaviness in your womb, this heaviness. I felt that as well. Though, as I said, I also feel that when I'm about to have my period. So, just at this time, because we actively tried, I was just like, oh yeah, and I was just so sure, jumping around, mis- misreading the symptoms and all that. I was just so excited to test positive, and I was taking all precautions. I wasn't eating pineapples. I wasn't drinking coconut water. I wasn't drinking hibiscus tea. I was just trying to make sure that everything just goes smoothly. Because I remember my last pregnancy, I didn't plan to get pregnant. I actually had sex after ovulation, but then it looks like the egg was still around, so I still got pregnant. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I really could feel the symptoms, and I was just like, yeah, this one is a baby, or perhaps even two babies, and I was just so excited. And my husband kept on telling me, "Oh, don't be too excited. Don't be too excited. What if you don't get pregnant?" And I was like, "This has never happened before. Like, no, I'll get pregnant. And this time I'm going to carry the baby full term. This time I'm not going to lose it." So, I was so hopeful. So, I think it was this weekend. I am someone I spot before my period. So I noticed the weekend that I started spotting. But then I still had hopes because I was like, maybe it's implantation bleeding, you know? So I still had hope. Still had hope. So I usually spot like 3 days and then I start bleeding. So first day spotting, 3 days spotting, like the third day was very less. And that's when, so I remember I think I tested the first day of the spotting because I was just so paranoid. I just wanted to know, like, is this a baby? Is it happening? And then the third day there was nothing. So I was like, wow. So maybe the first 2 days was implantation. So now, you know. So then I tested and it was negative. Like I tested again and it was negative. But then I was just like, yeah, maybe the implantation was yesterday. So it will still take some days for my test to read positive. But then that same day in the evening, my period started. And I was like, wow, wow, hmm. And I had really, I'm sure some of you too, you have that thing where it's like, oh, I'll give birth to my baby in this month, and I'll do this and this and this month, and all that. You see, you have all these plans. You have all these plans, and then all of a sudden, because I really, 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 really want my 2026 baby. Yeah. So, hmm, yeah, this is not going to be a very long voice note. So yeah, how am I feeling? I think I am not too crushed because because I started spotting, I already started psyching my mind towards not being pregnant. Yeah, so I already dealt with it. Then later I told my husband when my period started, and he was like, "Oh, sorry, don't beat yourself up about it and all that." And mm, I am not beating myself up actually, because the thing is, it's not me, you know, like it's God who gives babies. I did not create myself. I did not put these fibroids in my body. So I don't I don't know if you get what I mean. But I don't yes, in the past I used to really, 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 really blame myself. I'll be like, oh, my husband would have had children if not for me, and all these things. But then I've come to the realization that it's not my fault. I didn't wish this for myself. So why should I beat myself up about it? So yeah, it's a pity. It's a pity. But I'm not losing sleep over this. I'm still hopeful. I have faith. I have faith that it is written about my life that I am a mother, and that my children already exist, just that they have to manifest. I believe that. I truly believe that. So, yeah, the only thing that is shaking me up a little is I wonder if maybe I just didn't conceive because maybe, I don't know, maybe it wasn't just time yet, or I didn't conceive because maybe the fibroids have gotten too big or too, I don't know. I don't know. That's where I'm feeling a bit shaky. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. See how it goes. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.